Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys the 10 best X factors in Madden 23. Now this video is my opinion, so don't hate on it too much, but with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Starting off the list at number 10, we have dots. Now whenever you enter the zone for this X factor, all the passes are thrown with perfect accuracy. This is crucial because in Madden 23, bro, you want your quarterbacks to throw perfect passes, especially with that pressure bearing down on you, and all you have to do to get into the zone is make consecutive passes for 5+ yards in the air. It's not really that hard, and it doesn't hurt to throw your passes with perfect accuracy. So that's why dots is here at number 10. At number 9, we have bottleneck. Whenever your defenders enter the zone, they are highly likely to dominate any man press encounter. And if you've been playing Madden 23, you know how tough man-to-man is and how it's basically the meta right now. So having bottleneck equipped and pressing your opponent's wide receivers, that could lead to a whole bunch of problems for them, and that's why I have bottleneck at number 9. At number 8, I have first one free. Now this ability increases their fake out rate on the next juke, spin, or hurdle, which if you use first one free and slap like jukebox on there, then you'll have a deadly combo and you'll just be making your opponents look silly. All you have to do is rush for 10+ yards and then you got this activated. So it's really not that hard to do and could be pretty fun to use, you know, just making your defenders miss and look silly, bro. What is there not to like about first one free? At number 7, my next X factor has to be run stuffer. Now when your defender enters the zone, this ability increases their win rate and block shed speed against one-on-one run blocks, and all you have to do is make a couple tackles for loss. So that's the only hard part about this ability, is just actually getting to the zone. But guys, if you play online and you use run stuffer mixed with inside stuff, you can completely shut down your opponent's run game. You just slap it on your defensive tackle, or maybe both of your defensive tackles, and they'll just instantly block shed. So you don't really have to worry about defending the run and sending any extra blitzers. So that's why I have run stuffer at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is the ability Truss. I had this one a lot higher last year, but it is a lot harder to scramble this year, so I have to rank it at number 6. But as most of you guys know, when your player enters the zone, no tackles made against them will result in a fumble, and this can be very overpowered whenever you slap it on a quarterback, especially like someone like Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick if you're playing MUT, or if you're playing a franchise and you just got a really fast quarterback, you just slap it on there, you don't have to worry about him fumbling. And all you have to do to get into the zone is rush for 1+ yards. So you just got to rush for a couple yards and then boom, you're in the zone. Now I do rank this at number 6 again because it's a lot harder to scramble in Madden 23 than it was in like Madden 22 and Madden 21. So that's why I have it here at number 6. Heading into our top 5, we have double me. Now this was good in previous Maddens, but it's OP in Madden 23. If you equip this on like a receiver that's 6'3" or above and you got it lit up, bro, you might as well just chuck it deep against that guy. Aggressive catches are so much better in Madden 23, almost to the point where sometimes it just doesn't make sense as why do they catch it. But anyways, I digress. Double me reads whenever you enter the zone, this ability increases their success rate and aggressive catches against single coverage. And all you have to do to activate this is make 2 20+ yard catches, which is actually a lot harder than it sounds. But trust me guys, once you get into the zone, it's going to definitely be worth it. So that's why I have double me at number 5. At number 4, we have shutdown. When your defender enters the zone, their coverage is tighter and interceptions are more frequent on contested catches. And all you have to do to activate this is by forcing a couple of incompletions. But like I said earlier with bottleneck, man coverage is basically the meta. So having shutdown and being able to have that tighter man coverage, it's just what you need, my guys. It's just what you need. You need either bottleneck or shutdown. Whenever you're going up against these receivers like that have the double me, is the ultimate X factor for a secondary player. So that's why I have it here at number 4. Coming in at number 3, it's going to have to be Fearmonger. Now whenever you enter the zone, your player can apply significant pressure on quarterbacks even while engaged with blockers. And all you have to do is get, I think, like 1 or 2 sacks and you have this activated. But the main thing I want to take away from that description is that it applies significant pressure on quarterbacks even while engaged with blockers. If you played Madden 23, then you know how good the pass rush is. It is almost to the point where it's overpowered, and applying pressure to make these quarterbacks have inaccurate throws, it's so needed. And that's why I think Fearmonger is just a great X factor to run on one of your defensive linemen or just one of your rushers, because even if they're not beating the blocks, they can still apply pressure and disrupt the throws from the quarterbacks. So Fearmonger at number 3, it's a must-have. Unstoppable Force is going to come in at the number 2 spot, because whenever your player enters the zone, this ability increases their win rate and block shed speed against one-on-one pass blocks. And again, all you have to do is get a couple sacks and your guys in the zone. The pass rush in Madden 23 is overpowered, so you need to go ahead and take advantage of that with some of these X factors for the defensive linemen, and I think that Fearmonger and Unstoppable Force are probably the best two in the game. Your win rate and block shed speed is increased against one-on-one pass blocks. So imagine you got Unstoppable Force on one side and Fearmonger on the other. That's going to be a rough day for your opponent's quarterback, and I wouldn't want to be playing against that. So that's why I have it at number 2. And finally, at the number 1 spot, it is going to have to be Omaha. Now, whenever your player enters the zone, they have full vision of the secondary's defensive coverage before the snap. And all you have to do, again, is make consecutive passes for 5+ yards in air. I thought this was overpowered last year, and I still think that this is overpowered. Like, what's not to like about this X Factor? You literally get to look at your opponent's secondary coverage, and if you can read defenses, bro, you can have a field day with this X Factor. And it's actually pretty easy to get into the zone, so I gotta put it at number 1. You can literally see if they're in man coverage, cover 3, cover 2, cover 4, anything. I mean, you can't see what the defensive line is doing, even if they drop some guys back, but bros, you guys get to see these secondary coverage. If that's not overpowered enough, and if that doesn't earn the number 1 spot, then I don't know what does, but that's what I have. Omaha is at number 1 for me. So that is going to do it for today's video. That is what I believe are the 10 best X Factors in Madden 23. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you're new, consider subscribing, and also drop a like. I'd appreciate both of those things. But with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.